again. You need to you need to tell your mothers that you appreciate that. If you do.
If you do. That's coming up tomorrow. Make sure you do that. And I will say, I appreciate a couple of these players. Particularly, we got on the right TaloHalo, local Mii sword fighter legend. Probably one of the best Mii sword fighters in the entire world. Not going to lie. He's real darn good.
Got the Swagger Man tag, and it is accurate. TaloHalo, look at that man. He's always happy to play the game and happy to be here. Over against Puffles, who is rocking the young Link, a character who does a lot of what Mii sword fighter wants to do, but with a lot more...
more coherently.
I want to say more eyes on the character for many reasons, sure.
Man, I love that Talo has got the moveset for this matchup. Because I don't know if I always see him use the reflector down B.
No, but a lot of the time...
Because he uses the sword thrust, right? Yeah, because you can combo into that. But in this matchup, it is absolutely the right thing. He has been on top of things with that reflector so far. Glancing blow?
Glancing
For real?
blow on the back air that could have been huge.
What? Oh, he had a bomb in his hand. I was like, what did young Link get hit by?
Yeah, himself. Sometimes it'd be like that.
Again, great use of this reflector, man.
Great reactions and position from TaloHalo to get the most out of it.
Oh my
there we
goodness.
See. And again, like you mentioned, the typical that we see is that thrust. That's one of the things that you do get access to as a Mii player. You can literally just change what moves you have sometimes.
It's incredible based on the matchup. If you know what you're getting into, no KO off of that. Mii sword fighters out of shield options are terrible.
Man, every character has a great out of shield option there. You want to know what it is? You spot dodge the last hit and then you kill them with your favorite move.
That's true.
You just have to spot dodge the last hit of young Link up B and you're having a great time. It's been a long, long time since this game's come out. We're still learning the tech. We'll get there.
There are some people who have the parries down. And you see that they actually are the ones that get the big punishes. Like, you're like, how did they only win by getting neutral wins like 3 or 4 times? It's because of stuff like that.
Really patient on the recovery is TaloHalo. Forward throw's not quite going to do it yet, but we're getting absolutely incredibly close.
And see, that's the up B you use if you believe in your fundies, because you've got the up B, it's not the hero spin, it's something else, but the spinning one, the combo one, that can get a KO really early, but has terrible range. And then you got the up E down E, the stone scabbard, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I could never tell you what it was called.
And you can get some cheesy kills on that, but when you use this up B, you're saying, I got fundies, I got this covered.
I have been convinced by TaloHalo that this is just the best up special.
I believe in it too.
It looks so good.
Dude, we're almost 3 minutes into this game. TaloHalo still has all of his stocks.
Sitting at 191. On their deathbed, potentially. We're a narrow way.
You know? If I'm Puffles, though, like, yeah, this is really tough because how do you get close? This time you just kick him into the blast zone. Get him out of here.
You want to know what's crazy to me is I feel like most of the thing that Puffles has struggled against is his own projectiles being reflected. I feel like if you just stop tossing them and maybe toss out an aerial, you might be okay.
Or even delay the projectiles, right? Hold the arrow a little bit longer, disrupt that timing, and you might actually get one through. But, I mean, yeah, young Link has amazing normals. I'm pretty sure you can scrap, but TaloHalo says, well, actually, this is what happens.
Even access to Zair, right? You have a great range tool that is unreflectable.
I would go as far as to say great.
Well, good range tool.
It's a usable tool.
It's serviceable.
Serviceable is the best word I could use.
There we go. That's what we want to see. That late nair. Get yourself an opportunity here. But TaloHalo, once again, reversing the situation, jumping up to meet the boomerang on the way back just to reflect it.
Well, he says, look, I mean, if I go up and reflect it, then that's basically me just committing to using that move.
Yeah, basically. You called the boomerang assist.
Now you got me thinking about early DBFC.
Yeah.
Can I call Vegeta, please?
Please.
Lock down my opponent. Great patience here from Puffles, though. I do have to say that, like, the knowledge of the dangerous things that Mii Sword Fighter has, right, the setups, Puffles is playing around that really well, right, because you see, like, not getting hit by any of those Gale Strikes, and that can be such a killer.
Yeah, it is good that with at least the speed of these projectiles coming out, it's hard for TaloHalo to commit to one of those Gale Strikes. But we're really going to have to find a good way to get through there. The Zair comes out exactly where we want it.
Virtually comboed into that forward air as well. Nearly got the stock. I mean, you're right. That is a very useful tool in this matchup.
I think if you're just worried about the Chakram and worried about your opponent tossing out the Reflect, that is a great way to get stuff done. Down tilt does convert into the up air. TaloHalo now on notice. 80% on Puffles, though. A lot that TaloHalo could connect to. It would work out very well. Down throw, great DI.
Yeah, got a DI away. Cannot get hit by that up air because it's so strong.
And that's exactly why you don't want to get hit by that up air, but if you hold the ledge just a little bit too long, you'll get scooped up by that tornado.
Gale Strike does indeed hit it. And, I mean, again, we saw how good TaloHalo is being prepped for this matchup, using the right moveset, using it to its full potential, having a lot of confidence in it. But I will say that I really like that Puffles stuck to the game plan. Did not diverge away from the things that were working. Did start to back off on those projectiles a little bit like you were talking about. But aside from that said, look, I can play a long-range game. I can be very patient. I don't need to lose my cool about it.
I feel like now we're going to see if Puffles is able to commit to that, you know, maybe Zair Nair game plan more so than bomb boomerang action. And then it'll be a lot harder for TaloHalo to find consistent reflex, because regularly we'll be mixed up on what's going on.
This is the most amount of gameplay on a stream that I have seen played at full screen.
Yeah, they are genuinely playing with each other, but not not anywhere near close.
I feel like I'm watching like World of Tanks, and they're just like they're using artillery.
Exactly. This is Worms.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what it is. We're watching Worms Armageddon.
Yeah.
It's more like Worms Severe Thunderstorm Watch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about Armageddon, but it's it's not as explosive.
Tornado Watch turned into a tornado warning.
That's true.
It's touched down.
Observe tornadoes. Seek shelter immediately.
Ooh. Oh, up close boomerang. That's pretty big. Puffles taking some big opportunity.
Nobody's at 100% yet.
No, we're getting there. There we go. Hey, triple digits.
Yeah, I love it. Triple digits.
On both ends now.
I love seeing number go up. That's why I play Cookie Clicker. Shoutouts to Orteal42.
Oh my goodness. Reverse Nair.
I've never seen that done on purpose.
No.
And there's no way that was on purpose, but it looked cool.
It looked nice.
Ooh, Nair almost getting that stock there. Once again, that up B just basically impossible to contest. And Talo making a dash for center stage, but then coming right back with those back airs. Puffles barely holding on right now. That shield is so low.
Yeah, but chasing down TaloHalo's aggression with the boomerang means Puffles taking the first stock. Can we answer back quickly as TaloHalo? Oh, maybe it's Puffles' turn.
Oh, a little greedy. A little bit greedy, because I think that he was thinking, okay, if I get like an air dodge from Talo or just doesn't press anything, I can get an even bigger follow-up on this platform.
Yeah.
And when you're playing with the lead, I think you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, but I think a lead this delicate, I would have loved that up there. That said, in the moment, TaloHalo was able to get out of that situation, feedback on the ground.
It's about the confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you can say, look, I'm in tournament. I'm going to try to do the crazy stuff like if he DIs out, arrow into up B, that's going to end the stock. You got turned around, though.
You know what? I'll take that, especially if you're at 20%. But now it's climbing. The uppers are connecting. TaloHalo looking to close it out. Doesn't want to have to play a game 3. But Puffles is definitely making a convincing argument for it.
Playing really, really well. I mean, learning this matchup probably on the fly, and not the best DI from TaloHalo. Puffles once again gets to play with a healthy lead.
Not going to get the up air. A very late connect on the tornado. Ooh, maybe this time, though. That is TaloHalo, Mr. Confirm himself. Hit confirms every time.
That's one of those moments where I think you're DIing in, too, because you're, you know, they're facing, your opponent is facing with you grabbed against the ledge, and you're like, oh, well, if they forward throw me, I don't want to go all the way out there, and then it's just that instant coming back to bite you, and TaloHalo doing a great job of bringing this one back to even, just like we saw in that first stock.
Sitting back to the old game plan, but finally slides in with the normal. It is the normals where Puffles is making the most bread.
But you have to use those projectiles, or at the very least the threat of them, to facilitate those normals. And one time that boomerang gets in, does not open anything up. TaloHalo right back onto this platform says, what are you going to do about it?
Ooh, very close, but spot dodges immediately after the boomerang, just not expecting it to connect. Gave TaloHalo another opportunity. Could have been huge for Puffles. Holding center. Oh! That not quite KOing. Oh, but the jump red with the forward air.
We cut before it even said game. You knew what was about to happen.
We knew.
Those explosive moments from both of these players, right? We've got like a 4-minute grind, 5-minute grind, but there are those moments where you go, man, they're really cooking.
As soon as you get the one normal to connect, the hit confirms are flying on both sides.
This is like watching a baseball game to me.
Yeah.
Where you're like, 80% of the time, there's really not anything happening. You're like, okay, the count's 2-0, so he's probably not, or like 0-2, he's probably not going to throw a strike, and he's just going to watch it, and you know, nobody cares. Nothing's going to happen. But on the next one, after all that setup is done, maybe now something will happen, and we get a couple of those moments.
And occasionally, you get a home run. It's very nice, exciting.
Let's go Mets, baby. Hit a home run. Come on now.
It's about the Mets, baby.
It's about the Mets, baby.
Right now.
We were talking about Spider-Man earlier, too.
Oh, yeah.
Full circle.
We really do that sometimes.
It's not about the money, Spider-Man.
Oh. It is right back to that, you know, full screen gameplay.
We can see the whole stadium from here.
Everybody, take a screenshot and circle where you are in the stadium.
Those of you at home, who else is counting the number of people in the crowd?
Tag your friends. Ooh,
I'm this guy with 3 frames.
I'm the one in the yellow. Which one? Yeah.
I'm in the office building in the background. I'm watching this on TV.
Oh, I don't think TaloHalo has a jump, so we got to be careful here.
Had to carry the bomb as well, not knowing exactly where the timer was on that. And they get kind of stuck in the corner right here. This is that really efficient projectile usage from Puffles, who's not able to get a big combo. I really like the idea of throwing the boomerang away from Talo so that you can't get it reflected back at you.
Yeah, just let it catch on the way back if you jump over it. Oh, that's a really slow chakram, but not going to convert into the KO.
A-Fighter forward smash is bad.
It's not great. It isn't great. Oh, big bomb, but no follow-up.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a confirm, but I guess when you throw it on the way up, it's a little bit harder.
Yeah, maybe just a lack of belief in oneself.
You got to have confidence.
Up close just for a moment. Only for a moment, and the moment's gone.
Forwarder's enough. Not the strongest move, but with a ton of rage and against characters light as Young Link, that will take, my goodness, that's the first stock.
That sure is, and there goes the second one. The dominoes start to fall. Here, where can we get the third?
Come on, the dominoes momentum. Yeah, get it while it's hot. Keep it going. 1, 2. That's plenty.
That's enough.
That's a lot of damage. 57, that's like a normal character's damage output.
Ooh, hold on. Now it's Puffles' turn, but it immediately retreats.
Yeah, jumped away.
No overextension here.
I want to see, I do want to see that aggression, because again, Young Link can very much do that. You can keep piling on that pressure. That down tilt on shield is not particularly easy to punish.
No, and I think Mii sword fighters out of shield options are so poor that I think you can just aggressively apply pressure. Puffles showing it off right now. These normals are flying, and you're succeeding.
This is like 2 doubles in a row. We're going back to the baseball metaphor. Like, hey, he's really cooking.
And we're right back to the full screen. Hold on. That forward really is nice. It is the normals that come out.
This character has a ton of good moves, man. This Young Link is so excellent. There you see, just jumping, letting that boomerang fly through for that free chip. Because at this point, you can just play as a win condition for like the up throw or the forward throw to get the KO. You're only like maybe 20% away from up throw. Forward throw's close, right?
Forward throw is close, and at the ledge, absolutely.
For sure would have done. Now up throw can probably do it. But
or
who
just
even cares?
drop down with the forward air.
Dip in.
TaloHalo is still close to an opportunity to get maybe a down throw up air or a tornado into the up air. But you can absolutely mount a larger lead continuing to apply these normal pressures. Come in with an air, forward air.
There's just not much you can do to do an aggressive approach as a Mii sword fighter, right? You really got to wait for your opponent to give you something to open them up with. And you see a lot of use of that reflector, right, to try to do it yourself. No combo into the grab right there from Puffles. I love the idea, though.
Oh, yeah, that's why I feel like Puffles has all the agency right now, deciding when things are more martial or full screen, and it's up to TaloHalo to keep track and keep up.
Back air's not even enough to do it yet. TaloHalo's, starting to run out of ideas on how to get this KO. It's a lot of spaced back airs, but we saw that's just not even enough.
I wouldn't be shocked if the back air didn't kill at this point.
Yeah.
Just because of how much it's hit shield.
The center field, center stage. Said center field. Thinking about baseball too much.
They were seeing potentially an attempt at the tech with spot dodging of the up B, but you have to go for the last hit.
Ooh, I thought he was not going to be able to make it back after that up air. Not enough to confirm for a KO. Finally, the forward smash, which looked like it barely KO'd.
Swagger Man, TaloHalo gonna have to avoid just about every normal hit. And
No confirms into boomerangs or anything either.
run extremely hot if he wants to take this game 3.
Dude, that lack of out of shield game from B Sword Fighter is depressing.
It is sad.
You see like a whiff of like a boomerang directly on your shield jumping from a Young Link, and you're just like, yeah, I gotta let him go, sorry.
Yeah, I'll be back next time.
Patience from TaloHalo, though, is the name of the game here, though. He's like, look, I may be at 156, but not changing up the game plan, staying strong.
And you know, Puffles doesn't really have to commit to much here either.
Die?
Not quite, but there's only a minute 40 on the clock.
Yeah, gotta go. Air dodge. That was so scary.
That was actually terrifying. An opportunity for TaloHalo to maybe get like a slow chakram.
Does that reflect that does let TaloHalo get back on stage? But it's just
Uphill,
one
yeah.
normal, like you said. You have to avoid them all for 2 straight minutes, and that's a tall order. So Puffles coming out on top with the 2-1 win in a grind of a matchup.
Absolutely. It was a long